All right, everybody, what we're gonna be doing today is we're gonna be doing our weekly workout that's recorded today. Our theme is getting our kicks higher, so we're gonna have a lot of things in our workout today in order to help you guys get your kicks higher today. But before we do that, we're going to bow in, we're gonna get warmed up. Our warm up again is gonna be kind of centered around how to get your kicks from here to here, okay? So everybody face the front, go Chariot, Kunyin. All right, that'll be our bow in today. All right, next thing that we're gonna do is we're just gonna go like this, all right? We're gonna start moving this knee up and this knee up, just like this. We're gonna get our legs warmed up before we start kicking, okay? Now you're gonna move your foot in a circle, just like this. So moving in a circle so you guys get your legs moving and you guys get your hips moving and opening up here just a little bit, okay? All right, now what you're gonna do, okay, is you guys are just gonna swing this leg up and down. Then you're gonna switch, other side, up and down, other side. Now notice I'm not doing a full kick here. What I'm doing is I'm doing a stretch kick. There is no chamber, there's no target. I'm just swinging my leg up and down, just like this. Then other side. All right, now we're gonna start circling our foot, inside to outside. Nice and easy. Other side. Then other side. Good, excellent. Now start running in place. Continuing to get everything moving. Then we're gonna move on to a couple other exercises to really get your legs warmed up here, okay? Now feet shoulder width apart. Now all you're gonna do is you're gonna squat down, you're gonna keep your heels on the ground. So everybody squat down, touch, come up. Just like this, down and up. Down and up. Excellent. Touching the floor, keep your back straight. Back nice and straight. Now 1 foot forward, lunges. Go and do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Switch your feet. Other side. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Excellent. And now back to running in place. Good. Now, knee comes up and around. Other side, big circle. Now leg straight. Leg straight. Other side. Knee comes up and in. Other side up and in. Then you're gonna step back, inner crescent kick. Step back, inner crescent kick. We're gonna do that whole sequence again. Knee out, step back, knee out, leg out, knee in, step back, knee in, leg, inner crescent kick, other leg, inner crescent kick. One more time. Knee out, leg out, knee in, inner crescent kick, other side, inner crescent. And that is gonna be our warm up today. Go and shake your legs out. Go Chariot. All right, guys, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about controlling your kicks. Before we start to get our kicks really high, one thing that I wanna talk about is I wanna talk about solid kicks, but all of our kicks are gonna be waist level. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna stretch, and then we're gonna translate that to kicking higher but controlled, okay? We're gonna talk about a couple different methods to help you guys get your kicks higher and strategies. But first is, if you can't kick waist level, right, properly, don't try to kick head level properly, okay? So first kick that we're gonna do is we're just gonna do a front kick. So I'm gonna start back in a front stance here. I'm gonna take my back foot, I'm gonna pick my knee up, and I'm gonna kick in front of me, pushing my foot out towards you. So please follow along with me at home, okay? So you're here, front kick, then you're gonna go back. Now what I'm doing is I'm picking my knee up, make sure my body is straight up and down, hands are up, and then I'm extending my foot. These are the key details to maintaining balance as you start to kick higher. So waist level, kick, and back. Good, you're gonna do 5. Ready, go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Step back, other side. Same thing, go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, next thing that we're gonna do, okay, is we're gonna do the same thing with round kicks. Ideally, I want you guys to think about keeping your body straight up and down, okay? So, back leg turns, body stays straight up and down, pivot on your base leg, and round kick. Then land, step backwards, follow along with me at home. Turn, round kick. Turn, round kick. Body straight up and down. All right, now other side, switching. Same thing, right side. Turn, round kick. Turn, round kick. One more time. Now, next thing that we're gonna work on is we're gonna do the same concept except for with the side kick. With the side kick, I wanna break it down a little bit more. So, step together, body straight, hands up, pick your knee up, hold, kick, rechamber, set it down, step backwards. Step together, pick your knee up, chamber, kick, rechamber, set it down. Same thing. Pick your knee up, chamber, kick, rechamber, and set it down. Other side. Step up, chamber, kick, rechamber, set it down. Step up, chamber, kick, rechamber, set it down. One more time. Step up, chamber, kick, rechamber, set it down. Okay? So work on controlling your kicks when you guys are kicking at mid-level, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna stretch and then go over head level kicks. Our next part of our video today is going to be about stretching, okay? So we're gonna go over a couple stretches that I really like to do in order to try to get my kicks a little bit higher. Flexibility is something that I personally struggle greatly on. A lot of people have different talents. So sometimes your talent is flexibility, sometimes your talent is strength. If you're extremely lucky, you have a strong talent in both areas. One of the things as a martial artist that I always want to think about is how do I improve myself? Flexibility is my struggle. What I want to do is I want to turn around and I want to make flexibility a strength of mine. Any weakness that you have or any weakness that I have as a martial artist, right? It's our belief that we can improve on that with enough focus and enough effort. All you have to do is you have to put the focus and the effort in, and we can make a weakness a strength, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some stretches that I like to do, okay? So you're gonna put your feet apart like this, all right? Now you're gonna bend this knee, you're gonna take these toes, pop them straight up. Now, the best way to stretch is using a timer. For today's class, we're gonna kind of make our stretching a little bit shorter of a session. Normally you like to stretch for at least 30 minutes, all right? Especially if you're trying to gain flexibility and that's not a strength of yours already. Now, stretching just like this, you're gonna focus down on this side. Breathe. In order to gain flexibility, you have to think about making yourself uncomfortable, right? If I'm comfortable here, it means I'm not stretching to the point to where I'm gonna gain flexibility. I wanna push past that point of comfort. So now, pull this foot in. You're gonna kick this foot out this way. Okay, same thing. You're gonna reach all the way down. You're gonna focus. Your goal is to stretch all the way down your leg, okay? From the top part of your leg to the bottom part of your leg, okay? Now, breathe. Now, you're gonna put your hands in the center. Now you're gonna put your feet a little bit further apart. Now you're not going all the way down. One thing you're trying to do is you're trying to help your flexibility to get proper foot positions. So see how I have my full foot on the ground? I'm actually stretching my ankles out before I just jump all the way down in the splits and I pop my feet up. I'm getting my ankles stretched out. I'm moving over to this side a little bit, moving over to this side a little bit. Now I'm gonna go down a little bit further. At this point, okay, my ankles are about maxed out. So I'm gonna pop my heels up this way, and then I'm gonna try to sink down into the stretch a little bit more on each side. Now I'm gonna sit back this way, and I'm going to reach down in the center, and I'm gonna breathe. One of the reasons I love this method of stretching to where you're sitting down is because it allows you to stretch longer without putting so much pressure on your joints, right? So you're stretching and it's a little bit nicer, easier of an atmosphere. So breathe, still make sure you're past the point of being comfortable. Okay, you should feel the stretch just sitting here and then intensify the stretch as you go down further. Now, reach over, hold on to your left foot. Now, if you can, reach over and try to grab it with your opposite hand. Okay, if you can't, put one hand on either side of your foot and try to focus your attention down to your knee. Breathing, nice and easy. Now we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. We're gonna go on the other side. We're gonna breathe, we're gonna take our nose down to our knee. If we can, we're gonna grab our foot, but if you can't, just reach both hands here. Focus your nose and your knee. It's better to grab with your cross hand. If you can make that happen, depending on your level of flexibility. Now, back down in the center. Breathe as you go down. Try to reach your hands out in front of you. Try to keep your back as straight as possible. And go towards the floor. If you're really good at this, you should be able to lay on the floor and you're gonna wanna take your hips and push them forward, right? If, like I said, if you struggle with flexibility like I do, then the best thing to do is just try to keep your back straight. Try not to hunch over and get to the ground. Makes you feel like you're doing a better job, but in reality, you're not any more flexible in the areas you need to be flexible on. So back straight, chest down. Good. All right, now pull both feet in just like this. One foot comes all the way in and tucks in. This hand grabs here and hold your foot. Just like this. Breathing and grabbing your foot. If you can, grab it with both hands or grab your heel. If you can grab your toes, right? Try to work all the way down, grabbing your heel. After that, take your palm, put it past your foot, try to touch your heel. Then put your nose in your knee. It'll help you intensify the stretch in different ways. All right, let's go and switch your feet. Pull your other foot in tight. Reach down, grab your toes, holding your toes. Breathe, relax. Good, now let's go and stand up, shake your legs out. Right, those are some basic stretches you guys can help to gain a little bit of flexibility in order to kick in martial arts. All right, everybody, so for our next part of our training this week on kicking higher, we're gonna be talking about focus points. So what we wanna do is we wanna pick a spot on the wall, all right? Whether it's in front of us or above us slightly, depending on how high you wanna kick. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to cover that spot with my foot. So if you guys were looking at the wall back here, a good spot with your eyes would be maybe the top corner of the American flag, or if you guys can see one of the lights on the ceiling, depending on how flexible you are. And if you're really flexible, the higher you should try to kick, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pick that focus point and we're gonna start throwing kicks at that focus point, covering that focus point. Now, obviously, as you kick higher, your kicks might not be exact, and that's one of the reasons you always want to make sure you practice your kicks a ton, a little bit lower to develop chamber, kick, rechamber, right, as you throw that kick. So here's what we're gonna do. We're going to throw some kicks picking that spot. My spot is going to be the light directly above where I'm looking, and then I'm gonna cover that with my foot. So as I kick, I'm gonna go here, then I'm gonna cover that light with my foot as I kick. So then I'm gonna kick and cover that light. Now, if I wanna kick higher, I'm gonna pick a higher point, and then I'm going to practice kicking and covering that spot as well. And trying to kick that one, and it's gonna help my kick raise up. As I'm trying to kick higher and higher and higher, you wanna cover that spot from your point of view and use it as a target. Kicking with targets can be an amazing way to raise your kicks altogether. So, if I'm doing the exact same thing, if I pick a target on the ground, I'm gonna cover that. Round, then I go back. If I'm picking my target up high, I'm going to cover that with my round kick here. Then I'm gonna come back. And I'm gonna try to make sure that I'm covering that every time and getting my accuracy down while I'm kicking. So those are some tips that can help you guys kick higher. I want you guys to pause the tape and then really work on kicking higher and higher and higher and higher, okay, before you move on to the form section of our training today.
Chariot, Kimye. Chumbi for form number 3. Right leg steps backwards 90 degrees into a right sparring stance, double ladder form black. Left, number 2 front kick. Without setting your foot down, left round kick, land forward into a middle stance. Left back fist to high section. Right leg turns backwards 90 degrees into a right front stance, twin outer form block. Left, number 2 outer crescent kick, land and back. Left leg steps forward, right reverse side kick, land forward in a middle stance. Right knife hand strike to midsection. Left foot steps to right in a closed stance, high-low block, ending with left hand high. Left foot steps forward into a right back stance, double knife hand block. Left foot moves into a left front stance, right reverse elbow strike to high section, key up. Right, number 2 front kick. Right, number 3 side kick, land in a right back stance. Right back elbow strike to midsection. Left foot steps to right foot, turn 90 degrees into a closed stance, right knife hand low block. Right foot moves into a right front stance, left reverse palm heel strike to high section. Left, number 2 round kick, land forward in a left front stance. Right reverse downward hammer fist. Right foot steps to left, left foot steps into a left sparring stance, double ladder form block. Right, number 2 front kick. Without setting your foot down, right round kick, land forward in a middle stance, key up. right back fist to high section. Left leg turns backwards 90 degrees into a left front stance to an outer form block. Right, number 2, outer crescent kick, land and back. Right foot steps forward, left reverse side kick, land in front in a middle stance. Left, knife hand strike to midsection. Right foot steps to left in a close stance, high-low block with right hand inning high. Right foot steps forward into a left back stance, double knife hand block. Right foot moves into a right front stance, left reverse elbow strike to high section. Left, number 2 front kick. Left, number 3 side kick, land in front in a left back stance, key out. Left, back elbow strike to midsection. Right foot steps to left foot, turn 90 degrees, left, knife hand low block. Left foot steps into a left front stance, right reverse palm heel strike to high section. Right, number 2 round kick, land forward into a right front stance, left reverse downward hammer fist. Burrow. Chariot. Kinye.